What if one platform covered everything from idea to market-ready product? A platform teaching all the AI tech and practices needed for successful AI-driven startups.
This is like AI imagination.
We found that the more specific we are,
we used the classifier, we trained the classifier.
I really wanted it to just be more open-ended for the user.
We were experimenting with different chunk sizes,
having some problems to something.
By blending cutting-edge technologies from industry giants, you can create revolutionary AI products that drive innovation forward.
This was a special hack, it was a battle.
Let the hacking begin.
Hello, I'm Saujanya from the Lab Next team, and here with me I have Charmi.
Hello, I'm Charmisha from the Lab team as well.
And we're here today with a super interesting team, which is part of our current cohort, Alchemyst AI, and they are a team based out of India. And right now they are creating super advanced Gen AI digital employees so that we can cut down on all our mundane tasks. And here I have Uttaran and Prithvijit from the team. And yeah, over to you. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Great. So thank you so much for the warm introductions, Saujanya and the entire Lab Next team. I'm Uttaran here. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Alchemyst AI. And we are building the next generation of like AI digital employees, which can interact with each other and like solve for a lot of intelligent automation workflows into your B2B enterprise teams. We are sort of like building the next, what can I say, like industrial revolution in one word, but again, like one step at a time. So here we have Prithvi from my founding team. Prithvi, you want to take
Hello everyone. Hello Sojan. Hello Max. Prithvi this side, one of the founding members of Alchemist AI. So what we are exactly doing, we are building an ecosystem of AI digital employees to form highly intelligent functional components across mid-sized to large enterprises. So I've been working with Uttaran since like this is our third startup, which I've been working with him for the all over 10 years. And it's truly been an excellent journey with him. And I hope like we are excited, to join Lab AI Code as well.
Wow.
We are a part of the cohort actually.
Yeah.
Yes, we are excited.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I think we'll have to make you actively take up other stuff that we do in the cohort so that we keep you reminding you that you're part of this cohort already.
Yes,
Or
yes,
or is it
definitely.
also because I've seen that your team has participated in a lot of cohorts before? Maybe that's why we have this discussion also. So how is this experience transpiring for you? How is it different from the other
So
accelerators?
with respect to other accelerators, there usually is a lot of, what can I say, different sectors, startups out there who are into different spaces, solving for different industry level problems. But this Lab Next cohort is completely focused on AI. Is like what we saw with respect to the batch and the industry and the people out there. So definitely it helps us more into getting more concrete into the problem statement which we are solving for, and also finding very good synergies with each other in the process of solving a particular problem. With respect to, let's take an example, our other cohorts of which we have been a part of, there have been a lot of agri-tech startups as well, hardware, drone startups as well. Of course, any startup which is doing well in this industry, they are a part of, and like all the top tier startups come together and become a part of a cohort, and then they have the demo day. With respect to Lab Next, like a lot of top tier AI companies from all over the world have come together into doing something meaningful and maybe raise their first and second rounds of funding.
So, how did this entire journey of Alchemist AI start with you?
Okay, so like a very fond memory, like it goes down like around 13, 14 months back. At that point of time, I was in my seventh semester of college. I was here at like doing my engineering from National Institute of Technology. Like I was like we were very much hell-bent focused builders, but we were not very good engineers in the first place. I and Anuran, we have been like best friends since like the last 5, 6 years now, since our class 11th of school. And post that, what happened and what took was like COVID 2020. At 2020, COVID happened and we got stuck in our hometown. Both of us are from Kolkata in India, and what actually took place was that like the entire college, everything shifted to online mode. We did not find that particular interest towards engineering. So what would we do actually in our free time? We used to basically build projects together, like hackathons, ideathons, and a lot of other projects out in 48 hours, 70, 72 hours. Like you have two-day hackathon, 3-day hackathon, and you basically build something out of scratch, and you show it to the jury members out, and they give you feedbacks. And in that particular process is what actually nurtured our minds, what we think at this point of time, nurtured our minds into doing something and solving for problem statements. Uh, like prior to Alchemist, I have had like built 4 other scalable projects, but they were not venture backable. But Alchemist is something which is like we took the maximum research to work upon, and once we got the validation point, we actually hit like basically started building on it by around September 2023, and like then in our 8th semester of college, we actually like took a very bold decision of resigning from our current roles. We already were doing internships, plus our pre-placement offer was given by our campus like placement team as team only. So both of us resigned and we came to Bangalore, having no plan B or like anything. We just had Alchemist AI and our vision and determination or perseverance. And post that, we like very recently raised our first pre-seed round from some very eminent venture capital firms in India.
Super strong friendship, I would say. But you mentioned you all have been best friends for like 5, 6 years, and Prithvijit also mentioned that you all have worked on startups before. How have these personal relationships that you all have translated into the team dynamics of Alchemist? Like, how does it work?
So I actually value this very highly because so Prithvi is my junior from my school. He's 2 batches junior to me, and he has basically like I know him from like maybe when I was in class 3 and he was in class 1 of school. And then I met like first time I met everyone in my class 11, and he's my batchmate. So with respect to, I think the founding team needs to be somebody whom you can trust not only inside work but outside work as well. Because in the next maybe rounds when like we will be raising maybe the seed round, the Series A, Series B kind of round. At that point of time, like these are basically the people who will be basically like leading the next set of teams, all right? So the amount of conviction which I need to have for like maybe Prithvi and all the other founding team members right now, it's much greater than any other particular person, and that's why we also don't generally hire like from cold like cold resumes which come into our inboxes, because I generally hire less and I fire less as well. So like if a person has like maybe uh, gain that much of conviction points from my end, after that only I will be taking him or her into the team.
So, how many employees do you have right now, or like how many people are in the Alchemist team right now?
So currently we are a team of 13 members. We are looking to
Mhm.
take one more out. So that is like currently it's a 30-member team. We have out of that roughly around 8, 9 folks are into tech and 4 are into non-tech roles.
Mhm. So, how was it actually to take this bold move to like trust your senior Prithvijit and like ditch the campus placements
Prithvi
and
is
take
my junior.
it?
Prithvi is my junior.
Yeah, exactly. So I was asking him, how did he take trust your senior and like get into this?
Yeah.
Basically, I know Uttaran since 2012, I would say, yes. And when I was in class 10, I downloaded the first time, I downloaded the app LinkedIn. So I used to go through Uttaran's LinkedIn. I used to complete those whatever certifications he has done. So I used to do this. And like I was more driven to business side of things at the very young age, since class 11, and which has actually built, say, a foundation in me. And Uttaran, personally, Uttaran is like, I don't call him like, consider him as my CEO. So it's more like an brother to me. So at every point, like if I have to call somebody at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., so he's my go-to person. And this is how I feel like trust, or this is how I feel like the rapport between me and Uttaran is incredible, I would say. So, and these are the things like which matters at the very foundational level of any organization, which I feel is yes.
That's really nice. So when you started off the Alchemist AI, I'm pretty sure it would have come with a lot of challenges. Was there the best thing that you never expected? Like, maybe the finance crunches or something, or expect challenges, but something that you didn't expect, and then how did you tackle it?
So, like, of course, the entire journey of being a first opening out of nothing. So that definitely took away a lot of things from my and Anurag's end. Because still I was my earlier in this particular phase because like, I think getting out of college and the company is the best particular, I think, uh, like to start that build up, right? Because you don't have anything to lose at this point of time. You don't have a family, you don't have so many responsibilities. So you can actually take the boldest bets at this point of time, right? The like the entire narrative of how these things turned out for us was definitely like with respect to monetary things. I knew that I had around 6 to 7 months of runway with me, which was of course my savings and everything which I had back from various hackathons and ideathons which we actually won during our college periods. And I knew that if that gets exhausted, then I don't have anything. I have no plan B. I have nothing, nowhere to go. And with that kind of money coming into Bangalore and staying, like Bangalore is very expensive with respect to the rents and the housing prices out there and everything. So like a lot of friends also helped me in the initial days who were staying in Bangalore. So definitely like what to say that like definitely have like there have been a lot of catalysts in this particular like journey of ours without whom achieving this would not have been possible. But again, with respect to uh, whether some things were unprecedented or not, then I would say uh, like the entire maybe journey of fundraising is something which I thought that it would close much earlier than uh, like it actually took. So, like for us, we started reaching out to VCs maybe from February starting, and we got the entire first round closed by maybe September, and that's roughly like what can I say, around 7 8 months, like so, and for the next set of rounds, it will be much more. I know that now, but previously I thought that it's a much more easier process, and maybe in 3 4 months you would be very easily able to close the deal.
So, you started off with, you decided that you started off with Alchemist AI. Uh, what was the idea behind coming up with this kind of solution? Because Prithvijit, you were just saying that this is the third idea you all were collaborating on. Despite having worked on other ideas, you chose to go with this. So, what stood out and how did you narrow down to this solution?
So actually, this entire idea of Alchemist came like into my mind when I was in my previous organization as an internship. In my intern It was a B2B SaaS company, and we used to sell appointment scheduling solutions to enterprise teams in the US, Middle East, Southeast Asian and Australian markets. We did not sell it to India. At that point of time, actually, and I was a part of the product management team. So I used to work very closely with the marketing, the sales, and the product teams, right? So like at that point of time, actually, I realized the particular pain point into these enterprise sales workflows, which sales person or human sales development representative actually has to go through. On a day-to-day basis. First, I understood it for sales. Then I started researching a bit, and I understood that in marketing also these kind of workflows do exist to some extent. But mostly these are defined for non-tech roles only, and not particularly tech roles. So that is when actually I spoke about it with Anuran. Anuran was at that point of time doing his internship as an AI engineer in a global AI company. We started brainstorming over the problem. After that, we ran a lot of surveys, got validation points, got very good feedbacks from sales employees out who are into B2B SaaS enterprise teams. And post the validation part is actually when we started building on Alchemist. So this is basically from a real life problem which I have faced in my previous organization, is from where the entire idea of Alchemist actually erupted.
And now, once that you all had the solution, what made you choose the name Alchemist for it?
So the very like fond memory again. So I was actually like reading this book, like Alchemist by Paul Coelho, right? So it's a very famous book, and the meaning of alchemist is actually like if you touch anything, it turns into gold by magic. So our and the name alchemist also comes with a certain sense of mystery. So we wanted to create a size kind of a, what can I say, a narrative that it is something which will be somewhat magical for your businesses, like with respect to maybe your conversions, with respect to your increased productivity. But again, there should be some mysterious part to it, which will inculcate the feeling of a little bit mystery, a little bit maybe magic, and these concepts. We wanted to keep it MIST only, but when we started to like look for domains and get for like the websites and all, then we understood that there's a serious problem with the entire alchemist, the normal word, and then we actually try to change it to Y. Also, there is a very like small narration out here is that like Elon Musk have actually like globally trademarked the letter X, right? Everything in his particular
Yes.
company. He is basically like X.com is there, SpaceX is there. You have like everything is with X, right? So for me, it was like, yeah, I will do everything with Y. So
Oh,
Okay.
SpaceX is there.
every single trademark will be with Y, whatever happens. So let him take the X part, we will be taking the Y part.
Nice.
that's
Super
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
now the name was done and all of that. So how do you all like divide the roles amongst you? Like, let's say who's like, if you name yourselves after some other superheroes, what would you, Prithvijit and Anuran be?
So I think I will narrate Prithvi's role for my team. So Prithvi's role can be somewhat like you can say you have seen like Wolf of Wall Street, like so.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so his role can be exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio's role, and like exactly the same. So like he's basically the go-to, like the like one of the go-to persons like for the Indian counterparts clients, at least with respect to the B2B sales. And he's particularly in founder's office, so he has to look for a lot of verticals at this point of time. My role is a lot more generalist role. I have to look around a lot of verticals right now because the tech part is taken after by Anuran. So all the remaining parts, whatever is there in the business, is they have to be taken care by me. So I think like I would not like love to like uh, maybe connect myself with any.
Anuran is like more of a Tony Stark of our Alchemist AI. Yes, he's more of a Tony Stark. Yes, he is. He's a genius. He is.
So
Team
like
Iron Man here.
Yeah.
so I think like it's I have to do more of the orchestration work, like maybe connecting the dots through all the other teams and taking them and bringing them together right now. But again, like with all the early sales and everything out, we are doing it mostly founder led only. Then I only mostly take the discovery calls out there along with Prithvi. Like Anuran is no doubt definitely he's a very hardcore like a techie guy. He maybe is a Sam Altman of the team or something. He's like completely he's like, don't disturb me. I will be there. I will be coding for 17, 18 hours and you will be getting the results. But just don't bring me in front of media. I'm tired of all of I'm just tired of all of these things. Don't bring
Yes.
me out. So I'm very happy being into my personal space, and I don't want to be disturbed.
He just needs caffeine to code. He just needs caffeine. Yes.
Great, great. Yeah. Finally, what tips would you want to give other startups that would love to join our program?
Mm. Okay, so this will be a little bit specific. So I would say like specifically with respect to AI startups only because I think the lab next cohort is more like becoming more focused towards AI companies. So having a problem statement validated before joining like gives a much better edge because of how you want to get through the entire accelerator program because without a problem statement identified, like coming into accelerator program doesn't really make any like help. Uh, because again, like it is just like that you are still looking for more and more ideas and more problems to solve for. So have your problem statement validated or your problem statement actually like uh, thought beforehand joining the accelerator program. Next is with respect to funds and all. I would say like before reaching out to investors, at least have a like minimum viable prototype or a product which you can show to the investors out, which they can work and they can play with, or it can be anything. Less you can just showing the features, or maybe you can just showing what the outcome is, or anything, a video or anything you have. But prototype always helps out. Like rather than showing only a pen paper plan. So these two other things, and number three is have fun or like it's just like it's also a very fun cohort out there and a lot of fun activities happen and keep happening. So if you are young then definitely you have and you will be getting a lot of opportunities out in the next maybe 5 to 10 years down the line and have fun.
Okay, before we close out, I have few rapid fire questions for both of you. There's
Okay.
no prize as such, but yeah. So who are like some of the top or like CEOs you look up to whenever you think of CEOs? Both
I
of
think
you.
Elon Musk, definitely. I think Elon
Uh-huh.
Musk is somebody I like very genuinely admire a lot, like because not actually for the kind of maybe innovations and disruption, but because of the perseverance and the discipline which he has on his
Mhm.
day-to-day life that is very difficult to achieve at a strata in which he is today. So definitely I will
Mhm.
go with Elon Musk.
What about you,
Prithvi,
Prithvi?
your take.
Ye- Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes,
now
yes.
Yes, you
you
are.
are.
Yes. So I am just because I'm in more in the sales, more into sales. So I admire Aman Gupta of Boat. If you know Aman Gupta of Boat. So
Yeah, yeah.
yes, I'm into the sales. Yes. So the way he is salesy, so I admire him a lot. The way he speaks and all, and the way he brands, the way he markets his product. Yes. So I'm more of an Aman Gupta. Like I'm an admirer. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's say you have to pick a lucky number for Alchemist AI and reach that target. What would it be?
Is that target as in I did not understand this question.
Like
Yes, I didn't
just
get it.
lucky number or a magic number that you would like to target for Alchemist AI. It could be like in terms of like growth or like say in terms of finance goal the way you want to
Okay,
be.
okay. So $200 million company in the next 2 years.
Ah,
Amazing.
nice. What about you, Prithvi?
Yes. Similarly, the goal is same, the vision is same, $200 million in next 2 years. That's what we are
Uh-huh.
aiming for, and yes, that's what we are working for. Yeah.
Okay. If you had to bring a hashtag for Alchemist AI, apart from the name Alchemist, what would the hashtag be?
Maybe like
Next
outliers.
industrial revolution 5.0.
Yeah, I would say
Yes.
I would say yeah, I would say the outlier team
Okay. Yeah.
because
So
we are
those
full of
were the
outliers.
Yes.
nice. Yeah. So those were the questions I had for you today. Shami, did you have anything?
Yeah, nothing from more from my end as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you,
was
thank you
really
so
a
much,
Thank
pleasure
you.
guys.
hosting you two today. And we hope you have more amazing times with our cohort and all the
Sure,
best.
sure, sure. Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
guys.
Thanks, Sujana.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Ciao.